Mormon pioneer was reunited with his family in a new resting place. Utah Tech police seek help in identifying a groper. And a new vegan restaurant opens in Cedar City.
You're watching St. George News at 5.
Good afternoon, I'm Amy Bennett. A Mormon pioneer was finally reunited with his family in a new burial spot after 137 years. Jeff Richards has more on the story.
137 years after his death, early pioneer Isaac C. Haight was memorialized in Cedar City on Saturday as he was finally laid to rest near three of his wives. Descendant Lane Peterson gave the welcoming remarks.
We are not here today in a traditional sense, but we are here to memorialize our ancestor as the family would have wanted, and to finally lay him to rest next to three of his wives. There is one vacant spot here next to these three wives, where it was believed that Isaac was to be buried. And today, 137 years later, we the Haight descendants are finally fulfilling their family's wishes. On a personal note, I just want to say that over the last few years, like many of you may have done before, I have read most of the books, letters, interviews, family journals that are available regarding Isaac and his life. And I feel it is important to read perspectives from Isaac's contemporaries and descendants, and I encourage anyone interested to do the same.
The final results are in for the St. George primary election, and there was quite an increase in voter turnout compared to last year. Here's Maury Kessler with the story.
St. George saw a voter turnout of nearly 40% in the primary election this year, and that is considered a good sign by city officials. As the City Council canvassed the final results of the primary election on Tuesday, Councilwoman Michelle Tanner noted the voter turnout seemed to be higher this year than in previous off-year primary elections. City Recorder Christina Fernandez said it was higher and estimated the turnout this year to be 9% higher than it was for the 2019 municipal primary election. Primary elections, especially when they involve municipal races only, have traditionally had a low rate of voter participation. As for the final official election results, they mirror the results that were reported on the night of September 5th, with incumbents Jimmy Hughes, Danielle Larkin, and Greg MacArthur moving into the general election phase. They faced challengers Paula Smith, Brad Bennett, and Steve Kemp. Up for grabs this year are 3 seats on the St. George City Council.
Thanks, Maury. The Utah Tech Police Department is seeking the public's assistance in identifying an alleged groper involved in an incident on the campus Saturday night. According to police, the suspect engaged a female student in conversation before inappropriately grabbing and touching her. The victim managed to escape and report the incident. The suspect reportedly made 2 other women uncomfortable but did not physically assault them. Utah Tech Police describes the suspect as a Hispanic male with black hair and a muscular build. If you have any information, please contact Police Dispatch at 435-627-4300. A high-speed chase going southbound on I-15 ended with an arrest in Washington City after a motorcyclist reached speeds of 130 miles per hour. The pursuit was stopped due to safety reasons, but the biker was later spotted by a Washington County Sheriff's deputy. 21-year-old Michael Benjamin Daly was arrested and charged with third-degree felony evading and reckless driving, as well as several traffic infractions. A new vegan spot in Cedar City is opening its doors next to a popular barbecue restaurant. 565 Hummus offers all sorts of Mediterranean options. Haven Scott has the story.
For those who have ever had the chicken bomb from Pork Bellies in Cedar City, this is the last place one would expect to take a vegan relative. For those relatives, rejoice. Next door, Bacon's vegan girlfriend opened a new kind of eatery, and hummus, quinoa, tzatziki, and pickled beets are on the menu. When the business next door to Pork Bellies closed, the owners needed room to expand the catering portion of their restaurant business. With some room left over, Kate Meek decided to try selling Greek food inspired by the food she loves to share with her daughters. 565 Hummus is a new eatery on Main Street where locals can try hummus bowls, flatbreads, and gyros with protein options such as chicken, beef, lamb, and falafel. As far as the falafel goes, there's nothing awful about it.
It is ground up chickpeas with different spices and herbs, and then it's deep fried. I get that question every day, but then people try it and they love it.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. I'm Amy Bennett with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5.